Yeah. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks for coming. Well, I'm Samantha Meyer. I'm the STEM SEO coordinator, community coordinator. Hi, I'm Allie Seacott. I'm with Clark Fox Family Foundation. I'm the director of programs. And Brooke will probably be working on this and our chat, so we appreciate her very much. Today we are going to be talking about optimizing your Blueprint4STEM portal. I know Mary and Brooke are familiar with it. Have you ladies checked it out and looked at it all? Okay.
I have, yes.
Okay. Good. So, many of you are familiar with the Clark Fox Family Foundation, their Blueprint for portal, their entire infrastructure on how to do things. So earlier this year, was it July? Yeah. So we launched this in July. The conversations about this started a few months prior to that because this year, as you all know, Center Skill really focuses a lot on out of school time schooling and having it more accessible and accessible for students. So the purpose of Blueprint4STEM is to really help that accessibility so that families know what is available. It is free for families to use. It is also free for organizations to post their information on. Now, how do they go about doing so? They can definitely reach out to me. I have a data input form. It is completed. You send it back to me. Allie and I work together along with her colleague Jasmine, and we all get put on our Blueprint4STEM portal.
I do have a question about that. So I made a connection with a STEM after school summer camp program out in West County last week, and I referred them to you.
Okay.
But they also, it's quite expensive. And so I didn't know what the parameters for inclusion were.
Yeah, that's a great question. We, Blueprint for summer, speaking for, so I manage, well, I don't, that's our organization manages Blueprint for summer, Blueprint for summer college programs, Blueprint for careers. And we intend to list programs regardless of cost because we do have a cost field where people can filter by cost or filter by scholarships available. We would rather let people know that the program is out there and provide contact information to contact the program directly if financial assistance is needed, rather than set a specific price.
So it wasn't a problem for me to suggest they
No.
reach out to you.
No.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that was perfect. And as you heard her mention, they are Blueprint for summer. So any STEM program that is a summer camp, it will still be housed on Blueprint for summer. Any STEM program that is outside of the summer round, it will be housed on Blueprint4STEM. So that's aftercare, before care, weekends, winter break, Thanksgiving break. I just came across an organization that has a Thanksgiving break camp, as well as spring break. So that is after school, that is where you will find STEM programs. Also, I would like to let the organizations know there are so many great STEM programs offered in St. Louis. Not everyone knows that they exist. We know the Staples, the Thomas Garden, the Science Center. So with that being said, we'll also find on Blueprint4STEM that we offer a lot of information about general admission for that very purpose. So you'll know what is available. We have programs that are just little jams here and there that do have general admissions that are open to the public, that aren't just for schools. They actually have space for the public to come in. And so having that general admission, I like to say, Blueprint4STEM is like our yellow pages. What is that I'm looking for? Let me find my category. Now let me decide to sort by age group. We do grade level. Pre-K through 12th grade. Let's see what I'm looking to find for myself, for my family, cousins, nieces, daughters. Also, with our Blueprint4STEM portal, we can just go over some of these here attributes. So as you mentioned earlier, it is kind of costly. You see we have like the scholarships available. Those are some things that you can search through. Some that often come up, this one in particular, Geek Approved and Strong Academics, and what those two mean. So for Geek Approved, if you are a STEM organization, and we define Geek Approved as your program, there is a presentation or a competition at the close of the program. So, an example, we have coding. Ron Hyde was here earlier. So the code manager is very much set up like a dojo. You go in, you're gonna wipe out that code, you learn how to code, and everyone starts at that level. If you go through and you become a black belt in coding, by the time you have completed their entire program, which can take years, you will have developed an actual app. Therefore, you are different. If you just have, like, you're running a STEM camp and it's the opportunity for the students to just kind of explore. And so explore, how we define it, they're just really in their seat where they're really learning what this particular concept is, whether it's in health or science, like a little medical school. They have quite a few programs that do with us. So if they're doing a program and it's a little veterinary school, it's not necessarily a presentation based upon it at the end. They're not being approved, but that program could definitely be explore level because it is introducing the child to the world of veterinary. And then we move to like engage and what engage looks like for us. So once you have, we're gonna stick with our veterinary school example. We decided, I really like that program. I wanna see what they offer at the next level. They do have multiple age groups for the little veterinary school to kind of meet the child where they're interested in. So let's say you've done little vet school 101, now you want to do little vet school 202. So you're really starting to learn more about this particular realm of STEM, this particular category, this interest. You are really starting to get a whole for it. Like, I really like this mom, dad, whoever your help is that provides you. You like it, you decide now you want to immerse. That is our third level. Immerse, if you are fully engaged in it. So now every summer, you are looking for ways to volunteer with the Humane Society. You are looking for ways to, as you get older, shadow a veterinarian, do some internships. That is what you are looking for. You are fully immersed into, this is what I want to do. This is what I like. This is where I'm headed. Questions?
Is there a place for users to go to get the heat approved definition, to get the definition of for the immersed?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's on the WordPress site. So we won't show you that right now because we're on the search page, but the WordPress site itself has category highlights. So like what are careers in computer science and tech, what are programs in maker robotics, what do those categories mean? And then also they have descriptions for levels of engagement.
What is another? Our searching. Oh, yes. When you are searching, even from organization's point of view. This is really important. So you can go to the bottom here, and we're going to click on the all programs. So here you can see every organization that is listed. And this is important for you to know, and this is also helpful for Allie and myself to know what the organization, as the organization who are providing your programming, you can check to make sure that it's showing up the way you want to. If there's something about how a program was described in the original form it was sent over on, please let us know. This is how you can go through and check. If you click on, let's click on the gifted resource. So here, it's always going to show you a Google map. So your location is important. So there are programs on here from the Y, the Gateway Region. The great thing about them is that their programs are offered in different locations. So there's always a problem for the address. If your location is not on your home site, please make sure that you include the address, because there's always going to be a map, and in these here squares, it's going to give you the details that you need. Each of these, and this is for your organization purposes, so you can also see this is what it looks like to the public as well, so you will know what it looks like to them. For the programs, it shows you their dates, when they start, when they run, shows you their price. You can click on each one, where there's a blue line, and you click on it to Hard Rock Life. And you're going to get the program description. So this is what it will look like for your program.
This is a great example of gifted resource councils address is over here. But the actual session location is at Wydown Middle School, so for programs that offer, opportunities at different locations across the region. This is, if a parent puts in an address and looking for a program less than 5 miles from my house, this is the address it's gonna pull to show programs, which is actually like, where do I need to show up on the day?
There's also going to be, once you click on it, you get details. It's going to tell you, like the time and the date, and it's going to let you know registration deadlines. Those are also important. If you have a program that is like a weekly program, there is no registration date, all of those things, you just know that on your form. Or you can just actually do the blank, and then there's a space for us or not in to make sure that it's reoccurring. So then it will show up as a reoccurring program for your page. Any questions so far, anyone? Anyone from the chat? Okay.
I have one thing I would add. So sometimes we hear from programs and, there may be programs in the room who feel this way of like, this is a big list for me to fill out all the information you're asking me for. You're not only asking me for my name and my website, but you're asking me for the name of every single session I offer, and the description, and the cost, and the age ranges, and location. And we recognize that that's not a small data. But I think, one, you can see from the parent side, like if you put on your hat as a user, why it's so much more useful, because I can actually quickly determine, does this program work with my schedule? Does it work with where I'm located, or where is it on my way to work, or is it convenient? Is my child even eligible for this program based on their age, or whatever?
Or because that is also something that we want the input for. Is it acceptable to students with special needs? Is it virtual or is it in person? Yeah.
But so, all of that's really useful on the parent side, but then also for STEM STL as an ecosystem, the only way that they can have a clear understanding of what is available in the out-of-school time space for kids in the St. Louis metro area, the only way they know that is by having detailed enough information to say, we have 400 plus programs, but we're lacking some programs in geospatial, or, we need to go find, if there are programs that we just don't know about them, we need to list them. Or maybe that's an opportunity where another program is willing to expand their offerings, and that could be an area that they could reach into. And so I think as an ecosystem, it's also critical to recognize like your participation in a platform like that helps the ecosystem to have a clear understanding of what's actually available.
And also, what you mentioned, like grade level, a lot of times, especially when I'm out in the community, I am addressed by high school students. You want to know, well, can I use this? That's how they ask me. Can I use this? Yes, but I am working in organizations that have programs for middle school and high school students and STEM related out of school time. Please direct them to us. I will give everyone my contact information. It is sminor, MINOR, @stemsdl.org. We are really looking to make sure that we have those programs available for their age. I just lost my phone. Yep.
That's okay. What questions do you all have about the platform, or that we could?
Yeah. So, Samantha, how are you recommending to school districts to share this information? Because I really, that's why I'm here today, because I want to figure out the best way to share it with all of our schools.
So I've actually,
Okay.
So what I have done is I talked to the building leader or the admin person or the counselor, whoever my contact was, and I told them about our platform. And I told them we have flyers, and I explained to them what the platform is for, and I actually took the flyers to the school. So phone conversation and email, so now you can see it, and I can even walk through it with you again.
So what I would like to do is to work with you, but also to connect you with our curriculum coordinator and what we can figure out. I would like to make connections with our schools if you're willing
Yeah,
to come in and share this resource. Okay.
yeah, if you know school, you're in some schools, you know they have some STEM nights coming up. That's actually like the next thing on my calendar for myself, to reach out to schools, figure out what their STEM nights are. So the next year, we'll possibly have a table or at least present them with flyers. If they're not ready, in school, I know it's a little questionable in some places, but if you have flyers, this is like the perfect thing to advertise it.
Do you guys have just a general blueprint for STEM flyer that we could put at our school's PR accounts?
Yes, in your folder,
Is there one in there? I didn't know.
there should be like a half sheet.
Okay, okay, wonderful.
Thank you, Mary.
Do you have this electronically?
Yes.
Okay, I'll reach out.
Okay.
And I think one of the things that's important to us internally is that there isn't a wrong tool. So if you're familiar with Blueprint for Summer, or Blueprint for Careers, or any of the other platforms that we manage, we talk a lot, and Jasmine talks a lot to teams. So if there's a program that comes in that says, I really want to list on Blueprint for STEM, but they're actually like an arts summer camp, there's no wrong tool. Sam's just gonna pass them off to us and we'll get their information listed. And then similarly for events, we try to go to events together where it makes sense, because there is a lot of programs. Maybe you're looking for some out of school time STEM programs for school holidays or for after school, but you're also interested in what would be available in the summertime. And so, we'll show up the traveling van together where needed for that makes sense.
So you all will know, moving forward, for an organization from the family side, this portal will still be up and available during the summer. What it will look like in the summer is we will maintain general admissions information. Each summer camp, STEM-related summer camp will still be found, as I said earlier, on summer. This portal will be up for general admissions information, and then probably the latter part of July, the beginning part of August is when you'll see us start to post like these are some upcoming fall programs to really get your needs. And I know this is the time where our school time is really competing with sports, like STEM competing with sports. Soccer season ended, and I can speak on it because I have one son who plays basketball and soccer. So I spend my week at the community center. So I understand. But while I'm at the community center, I've also built a relationship. I have flyers for Blueprint for STEM available. If they have an open house, when they do, I am there. They ask me, are you gonna have a table? Yes, I am. Okay. So just know we are looking for those sorts of opportunities, whether it's a community center or school. They're doing a STEM night, they're doing an open house, and it's focused on out of school time activities or activities for children, for the family. Please reach out. Questions?
So how does one submit a program to you?
So we have, I have my email address, it was up in the chat. I know that you and Henry are affiliated with some robotics programs, and I have, those are actually listed on here. If you can go back, so if you have updated programs, you can always email me and we can get you the one and get the data. But I do have the robotics things that you all have housed and made. I do, those are listed on the Blueprint for STEM. Oh, wait. So this check here, yes. And then you click on this. This is important for family, for organization. It is going to show every program, even if you're just looking specifically for your organization, to see what you posted and where you are. If you submitted something, you can't see it there. If you select search closed 2021 sessions, it's going to show you every session that your organization has put, on Blueprint.
So we just click like that robot head, or we insert something?
No, that should be fine. So scroll for me. And we're looking for the St. Louis. Yes.
Hi.
Yep.
Henry, I love your logo.
Yeah.
And so they have a robotics team doing robotics engineers and letting you know that these are the session dates. This has that your sessions over December 21st. So if you have new dates for me here, please, Matt sent me these a while ago. So yeah, we can just update them.
We'll do that. Thank you.
No problem.
That's fine.
Perfect. We'll do that.
Are there things we could be doing better? Like as a program provider, are there barriers to participating? Blueprint for STEM?
Are there key points and we should reach out to you, just like everyone.
For me, my question would be like, what's the timeline of getting things submitted to you all? If we're not able to get it to you as soon as we have a date, is there like, need to get it to you by this?
For me, what I have to do first.
You answer first, because we might have to.
Okay. So for me, everything about our form is also important to know is self-selected. We do not decide which category to use. So if you know that you have a program that's starting December 5th, you get it to me on December 6th, then just know that you missed that start date, but I still want to work.
Yeah, I would say, from our end, Sam is constantly out in the community and promoting programs. And so the earlier programs can give us information, the more face time she has to give opportunities for families. So if she's got one of those community tables at the community center, if your program's not listed, there's eyeballs not seen. And so that's our, that's our like urgency is as soon as you have information listed, just because it gets more opportunities out in the community to be searched on the site, but also for us to know and be promoting on social or other. That's the same thing with Blueprint for Summer is if we get a call, to come on television and talk about summer camp, we can't plug this awesome robotics program if we don't know that it's out. So, that's our first.
Yeah, this is a good time to our community because as the few of you have seen me out, I like to talk about the examples that are there. Depending on where I am, I use certain examples so they'll know, but I talk about things outside of the norm that we already do. Because I want them to see a value in it. So I don't want to see a site just about the time that I'm trying to work. I really want them to see, well, they're showing into it. You've heard it, but they actually have programs. Let's check it out. There's Zoo. Yes, you know about the Zoo. You know that the Zoo has a multi break program. And it's an all-day multi break program. So you jump in on day 30, pick them up at 4:30. They have a full day worth of content and fun. Those are things that give you talking points. And they also help you as an organization. As well as when we have like things that are coming up from our site, and I reach out to our Vista, I really want to push this on our social. And we can highlight, and we do, we highlight programs that we know that are coming up. That helps drive people to the site and it helps drive people to that particular organization. So the sooner you have it in, the better. If there is a closed registration coming up, hey, there's winter break camps coming up, this registration for this winter break camp is, you get that information out on all of our social. Yes, Mary.
Just on these, and I noticed on one of the other ones, like, it doesn't look like kindergarten is showing up. So like our code uses, it just says like dash first grade, instead of like kindergarten
Right here,
or first grade. Yeah,
Well, so when you click on it,
maybe.
it's one, yeah. When you click on it, it says the same thing, but when you read it, it lets you know that it's gonna work, but that is true, so that is something that we need to make note of.
You're not writing it down.
Yeah, I noticed on all of the other ones, and I was like,
Kindergarten and pre-K for whatever reason, so thank you for that. I meant to show that the other day, when she and I were talking. They don't show up, but you can filter still by pre-K and kindergarten, and the program will show up, yes.
okay, so Sam, as a previous robotics program, is there a way with Blueprint for STEM where we could put in like a chunk of like, this is what our robotics program is at Girl Scouts. Because it's consistently running, not necessarily specific days. And people wanted to come and find girl robotics.
So, yes, that would go under, like a subtitle, title, line, or, okay, description.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So a lot of this information was sent over by Mary.
Yeah.
So it can just be added to this, just be some highlight points.
Okay.
So if you have, what I would suggest, and again, we're in the hat, if you have an event, you know, it's coming up and it's open to the public, you can put, like, send that information to me, and we can put it down as open to watch.
Okay.
It's kind of forming its own generation.
Perfect. Thank you. And you don't mind just for sharing Blueprint for STEM information on our social media. So I write a little something for Instagram, Facebook, all that.
Yeah, please do.
All right.
We ask our partners and our organizations, please share this on your social. We have some who have done it, and it is great for them as well as for others. So if you see that benefit, definitely share it. If you feel like there are ways for us to improve, you have feedback, please share it. Because this is new, we launched in July. As of Monday, we have had over 700 site views. From the start, we had over 1,000 sessions. As things are kind of winding down for winter time, we're now at about 420 sessions. And so I'm really trying to pick those numbers back up, but I also know, reaching out, not a lot of people are continuing their winter programs this year. So they're not sure what it's going to look like. So they're asking me to reach back after the first of the year because they're winter break, you know, so they usually run, they're not running this year.
I think one of the things that was exciting for us at Fox when this opportunity came up to partner to build Blueprint for STEM was that it was requested out of the ecosystem. It wasn't like that Kate and Sam sat down and were like, we need a platform for this, let's, go build it. But it was really that ecosystem partners were saying, like, we need our own way to house this information in a centralized place, to get all of these programs and, in a single location, make it easy for families to find that's year round, and specifically for out of school STEM. And so there wasn't something like this. And so it came out of the request of ecosystem partners. And so I think that's what was exciting for us to be a part of. And so I think that's similarly why we're always happy for those social media plugs that ecosystem partners give back, or any of that sort of cross pollination that can happen was really the original sort of intent.
Does the summer camp information really pick up at the time of the year? Is that, so like January-ish, as you return from the regular time from that side?
Yeah, so we start listing information December, January for summer. And I would say we start doing like public launch for Blueprint for Summer in February, March. And we have this weird thing. We're starting to see there's like this West County privilege where we booked our summer camp at January 31st. And then there's like families that don't make decisions and can't make decisions about programs until May 31st or the beginning of June. They're not sure, what things are going to look like this summer or whatever. So we see a need for, that platform the whole season. But we do start listing information as soon as the first of the year.
Was there anything in the chat?
No, they just like thank you whenever I do it.
Oh, okay.
So, I got a question. So, you see it in the church, you see it from like, what do you get? I know the Girl Scouts, you also look about it,
Well, they get the information that was provided to us. So that was Brooke's question about the robotics program. That was not included on their original form or like since then.
so you can't provide.
And so this is what a completed session would look like. That is not.
Yes. So, yes, so that, thank you, Brooke. So you'll see, even if you're checking, it's very clearly noted, this session is completed.
So the work differently on a.
No, that's mobile optimized for the resize.
That's kind of, and it's key to provide. I got something.
I'm sure Sam will walk back there and help you. but-
What up, my old pal? This is my brother.
And it could be that if you're looking for the growth gap robotics and something. Yes, that, that's that.
I think,
You know, but it is a lot, it takes a lot of time. So, yeah.
we have done scrubbing,
Yes.
of websites too, but this is a really good example of why it's important for program providers to submit their own information, because you'll see, you can easily say, hey, we're missing something that I know we have. And so, generally, it's only one person per organization that's sending in the spreadsheet, so that happens, right? Somebody else from the organization will see it and be like, wait, we forgot these other ancillary programs over here, and we can always add,
And that's actually that, like, even since, some of you all are actually in my event, that we partnered with, Midway Racetrack, was in August, and that happened. One person from the organization sent me the spreadsheet, great, boom, fill it in, sent it over, I got all of it. 3 days later, hey, I know they just submitted something because I had, they gave me more of this. They sent over a whole nother sheet full of more information. I just added it to their program's page already. So if that happens, like Alan said, just submit the information, and it's okay, we will definitely do it.
so we end a couple minutes early, we're around if you have any questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you, very, very helpful.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all online for listening.